The key for us, first of all, before we go into the new innovations, is that unlike previous transitions where a number of the games didn't have all the features, all the key features, all the main features that were in FIFA 14 that just shipped a couple of weeks ago, they're all moving across to Gen 4. So the new career mode features, global transfer network, co-op seasons, FIFA Ultimate Team, they're all there. We have that major feature parity. On top of that, we wanted to create some really deep innovation using the EA Sports Ignite engine. So there's three key areas there. The first is human intelligence, and we've got true player motion and living world. Within human intelligence, this is a really big innovation around our player impact engine, our physics-driven collision system. What we're doing there is kind of like 4 times the calculations, with really taking advantage of the raw horsepower in the new machines. So what this does is it gives us the ability to give players anticipation and awareness. What that kind of means, a couple of examples, is previously within the HD games, when players would collide, it would look great, but they didn't really have an idea that collisions were coming. Now, if a player's running towards me in the game, I can kind of brace for impact. If a player recognises that maybe there's a leg coming across and a sliding tackle, they can try and ride that tackle, avoid it. And then what it's really doing is creating this really great sense of physicality between players and the two-player interactions. And a really good example here is if the ball's ahead of us, 2 players are going for the ball, the defender can actually get in position between the player and the ball, use body position to win back the ball, and not be so reliant on the tackle button. It's very authentic. It's much more a lot of the way players maintain and win back possession of the ball in the real world, and this is now for the first time really becoming a big feature within FIFA. The next area is true player motion, and there's a couple of key things to this. The first is what we call precision movement. This is a completely reworking of our movement system within the game. We're using biomechanics for players to shift weight from one leg to the other, a much more grounded feel, much more authentic feel to the way players move. And then on top of that, we have Elite Technique, which is hundreds of new animations that adds variety, fluidity, and a great feeling to the game. A couple of examples here is previously in FIFA there were only sort of 2 or 3 basic passing animations in the game. You get the same animation for short passes, long passes, through balls. Now we have way more animations in terms of you get cross-field balls, chip through balls, lob passes, short passes, outside of the foot pass. Much more variety than we've ever been able to have before, which again changes the feel of the game. We've got more coverage in heading, more coverage in shooting, chest passes. You can now turn fluidly more in 180 degrees. And then finally, we have the living world. So this is changing the look, the atmosphere of the game itself. So a number of key things here. Obviously, a lot of visual innovation. We've got higher resolution players. We're simulating cloth. We've got particle effects around grass and spray when it's wet. And then we've also got, for the very first time, we're really proud of the fact we now have 3D crowd, which completely changes the sense and the feeling of the game and the atmosphere of the game. To tie into that, we've lowered the camera, a brand new default camera, which again makes the game change. It brings the crowd into the scene, makes the game feel more grounded. On top of that, we've completely rewritten presentation. It's now all AI driven. We don't have scripted sequences to tell the story. We can do it in a much more dynamic way. We've got brand new replay cameras that are authentic to broadcast, which really make the replays of scoring a goal feel incredibly rewarding. We show replays of skill moves. We will show replays of great tackles. We can really tell the story of the individual game. And then finally, with the match flow system, the game is now constantly running. We never take you out of the moment of a game, which makes, again, for that authentic feel. As we move to the new consoles this year, we wanted to make deep innovation in gameplay, in presentation as well, to make the game feel like you've never felt FIFA before. That will continue. I mean, obviously, we're bringing the game to a new console. There's a lot more power, there's a lot more memory. This is just the first year. So for us, it will be like any other year. We want to create deep innovation in gameplay. How can we improve how can we innovate within that area of the game. It's the key to any football game. On top of that, it's looking at a new way of presenting the game. You're seeing FIFA like you've not seen it before, and ultimately it's to make the best game that we can each year, and that's been our mantra for the last 5 or 6 years. Deep innovation in gameplay. How can we make that balance between authenticity and fun? And that's what we try to do every single year, and I don't see that changing moving forward. It's about making the best FIFA game we can each year. Well, ultimately, online plays a huge part in any game now. It's what people keep playing. Obviously, career mode is a great offline mode for us, and we continue to innovate there. But head-to-head seasons is a very, very popular mode within our game. We introduced this year co-op seasons. That was something that community asked us for. And then obviously the most popular mode in the game now is FIFA Ultimate Team. It's been a huge success for us. People really, really enjoy playing. It's incredibly, sticky mode in the fact that, people continue to play. So, we don't see that changing. We're obviously on the Xbox consoles this year adding in the Legends, which is something we're very, very excited about. But we were thrilled with the success of Ultimate Team. People really, really enjoy playing it, and we'll continue to improve it moving forward. I think the fact that we've been able to deliver, deep innovation in gameplay and prez is what we set out to do, and I'm very, very pleased with the results. If you were to ask me for one feature, for me, it's the human intelligence, it's the pro instincts, that physical interaction between players is now much, much more authentic. You'd be using body position now to win back the ball. Just being able to do that, we just could never do before. So one of the things that we wanted to do was have people who bought that game on the current generation of consoles feel like they didn't have to completely start again as they move to next gen. So really pleased to say that your items will move across to from Xbox 360 to Xbox One, or if you're on PlayStation 3, they will move to PlayStation 4. Your seasons, what division you're in, will move across as well. A number of items within the EA Sports Football Club will carry across, and also whilst we won't be carrying across the save for career mode, you will be rewarded for depending on your progress from Gen 3 to Gen 4.